I was thinking, is she doing her ironing?
I think she's trying to sort her son out. We'll see. So, yeah, I apologise if you were on the last call, because as I say, you'll be quite bored of me by now. I've got some water this time. I've put in a request for another cuppa, but I'm not sure that'll arrive. So, in the last call, we saw that Emily was going to send her partner off to do some Body Shop work for her. He's obviously still in the room because I can see Emily looking to the side. I've never met Emily. I like Emily. Emily, recruit a team. You need to join the manager team because I think you'll be good. Yes. So, okay. So tonight it's just really a few ideas and tips and thoughts about recruiting, really. First of all, just wanted to kind of, I've got to take a picture as well in a minute because I have to keep my social media up. So I'll have to take another picture. Just makes me look as though we're doing like so much Body Shop work. So we'll do a picture in a minute. I'll get you all smiling. So with recruiting, I just wanted to kind of just touch first of all as to what does recruiting give you. So this month, we're going to pretend now that you're not in Success Start. So if you're still in your Success Start, we talked about that in the last call. So we're not going to talk about that again. But this is more for the ladies that have been around longer than 28 days. They're out of Success Start. So this month, obviously, you have got the makeup belt. So the makeup belt is quite a strange one, really, because it runs over 3 months, the promotion, 3 recruits, 3 months to do it. They only have to sell £150 each and you get a makeup belt. Now that is really great because you could recruit 3 over 3 months, but actually let's think about the monthly recruiting bonus. So this is the free cash that is there for everybody every month. So my thoughts are that if you recruit 3 this month, and then that's in June, and if they all do their £600 by the end of July, you're going to be picking up your monthly recruiting bonus. So let's just recap first on that bonus. So if you have 1 recruit that qualifies, it's £20. 2 recruits that qualify in the same period is 50. 3 recruits is 90. 4 recruits is 140. 5 recruits is £190. That's like an extra week's wages or something. So the thing to think about with the monthly recruiting bonus, it's about if they recruit in June, they have to do a total of £600 each by the end of July. So if they recruited in July, they'd have to do a total of £600 by the end of August. So they kind of sit in little clunks. So you'd have your June recruits, your July recruits, and your August recruits, and so on and so on. So with that makeup belt, 3 over 3 months. Like, why? Why would you bother? But it's going to be great for people to pick up a recruit here and a recruit here and a recruit here, and there's nothing wrong with that at all. But for ladies that would like to earn more out of the business, let's try and focus on 3 recruits in June, qualify, £90, get another 3 recruits in July, qualify by August, £90, and then you're going to be on a bit of a roll because you're going to be used to having that £90 cash coming in. You're going to want to keep recruiting 3, 3 and 3. So it's just, always keep thinking, sometimes the makeup belt might not grab you. You might bothered. But if it doesn't, if that's not your thing, hopefully cash is. So kind of think about the cash and think, actually, yeah, the makeup belt will be nice. And personally, for the whole of the time I've been with the company, I've just wanted to win everything. Everything that comes out, I want to win it. I don't care if I like it, don't like it, want it, don't want it. I just want to win it because that's what you want to do. So, you just want to win it all, but think about the cash. So the monthly recruiting bonus runs on forever. It's free money for everybody, but it's having those recruits, putting them into groups of June, July, August, and so on and so on. And if by the end of this, if you're still a bit confused about that monthly recruiting bonus, then ask, and we can obviously, just talk it over again and again. Because once you get it, you kind of get it. And also once you get it, and once you start winning it and earning it, you then get into this habit of wanting to carry on. And one of my manager colleagues in another team, her brand new manager had 5 recruits that she coached through the MRB, and obviously picked up £190 as an extra cash bonus for looking after and nurturing those recruits. So that's when it gets quite exciting, really. So think about your makeup belt and your monthly recruiting bonus. Also as well, for any of you that are thinking, looking, you've looked at the consultant retreat, you're a bit kind of, ooh, there's a recruiting element in there as well. And it does say a minimum of 1,200 sales points and a minimum of 1 recruit. 1 recruit isn't going to get you on the consultant retreat, because once that recruit has done £150 in sales, every pound that recruit does, it's worth 2 points. So if that recruit goes out and does a £200 party, she actually gives you 400 points into your consultant retreat pot. So imagine over the course of the consultant retreat promotion, you recruit 6 people. Just think how many points you're getting. And that is where you're going to definitely get up into that top 100. And obviously you're going to be off on your trip to Woburn Abbey Centre Parks. And again, I'm going to do I might just do a live about consultant retreat tomorrow, because I think I did a live a couple of weeks ago when it launched. And it's a bit like anything. You need to kind of hear it. And then you kind of like, oh yeah, consultant retreat. So I might just do another little live about that tomorrow. So first of all, think about, so we're now going to like put this hat on and we're now recruiting. And I always think when you put your recruiting hat on, you almost have to, I always say to girls, you need to like turn your head upside down and put it back on. And you've got little antennae on the top here and you're recruiting. So this is you in your everyday life from now on, right? So first of all, you're going to have that tattoo on your arm. That's going to talk about sales and what a host is going to get. That's something else you're going to have to do. And now you're going to have little antennae on your head, because the recruits are all around you. You just need to listen and look out and take those conversations sometimes to the next level. So first of all, I always think, like we make a contact list for parties and gatherings and girls' nights in, think about your recruiting, think about a contact list for recruiting, and think about, okay, let's go through that list. And you might, I don't know how old your grandma is, but you might not start with grandma, not unless she's like a lot younger than mine would have been. But think about your family members. Think about who in those family members might need some extra cash. Now, we always think about cash being the top thing, because predominantly it is the thing that most people join us for, but it might not be for cash. Who needs to get out of the house? Who needs just a real boost of something to get them out the house and get them interested and excited in something else? And obviously you're going to have to play the conversation a bit carefully with this one, but who's a bit stuck in a rut? You know, who needs that new challenge in their life? Okay. Who loves our products? So when you're thinking about people all around you, your family and your friends, who loves our products? Who is your most regular customer? Who is buying off of you and buying and buying and buying? And I know that obviously across the call tonight, we've got quite a lot of new ladies on, so you won't have that customer base yet. But, you know, somebody, you might be a brand new lady joining thinking, you know what, I know my friend has got a load of Body Shop products. I know she loves the products. So would she like her 25% discount off her own products all the time? That could be a recruit. Think about people that actually would like to build a business. So we have lots and lots of ladies that come to us from other network marketing companies. They might have tried something else and it might not have been quite the right fit for them. Always listen out for those people, because sometimes they've had a bad experience with a company. Sometimes that company, say, wasn't for them. The products weren't right for the customers that they want to sell to. And if you look at a lot of our brand new regional managers that have climbed the accelerated career plan really, really quickly. They have come in from another company and they've actually brought a lot of their girls with them. But they had been with Unique before, or they'd been with Ann Summers, they'd been with Herbalife and the other one, Aloe. You know, they'd tried something, but that product mix wasn't right for the people they're going to sell for. And I think that's, you know, that's a bit like me. I love selling what I sell to the customers. I couldn't suddenly start another company and think that my customers would love me working for Ann Summers, because it just wouldn't be the right mix. So sometimes they've had an experience with another company and it's not been the right mix. So listen out to that for those people as well. And you might, when you sit there, hopefully this kind of conversation sometimes just starts those brain cells, sort of like, oh my God, there's that girl on Facebook that I know that has been with so-and-so. There's, you know, oh, my sister tried such and such. She never got on selling whatever, the Cleanse C9 or whatever, God knows how much, because it just wasn't a viable thing. So kind of start to sort of think. And what I would do is always, in all these circumstances, with your contact list for parties, is just have a notebook. Or your phone. You know, lots of people use their phone now for notes. Just jot down, oh, that person, because if you're like me, it'll go in here, it'll come out there, and you won't think about her again for weeks. So kind of jot it down as whenever you think about it. Think as well about setting yourself up now with that recruiting antennae on. There are lots and lots of training. There's lots of training around that we've had out recently. So there are things like the Emma Hockham Live. Emma Hockham is one of our new regional managers that built the region very, very quickly. A great training about Facebook network marketing, your personal profile, your business profile, and how to max that really. I'm going to bump all of these trainings back up onto the team page tonight and tomorrow. And some of them are quite long. So Emma Hockham's Live is 52 minutes long. So it is a bit of a commitment. But I'd say if you want to start opening that extra cash, you know, picking up that extra cash, you've got to kind of put some effort in somewhere. So, but these lives are great because, you know, you can watch them while you're doing the washing up. You can watch a bit while you're doing the ironing. Instead of reading your book in bed, you might listen to another 10 minutes with your headphones on. It's just little snippets all the way through. But the Emma Hockham Live really talks about marketing yourself through Facebook. And she talks very much about having, she says, 4 posts a day on your personal page. One is about your lifestyle, just you taking the kids out or in the garden or doing stuff. One might be a picture of a product. One might be a picture of you using the product. Something else might say, head over to my group for special offers today. But she's mixing it up all the time. There's also a lot of algorithm stuff in Facebook where if you like, and liking isn't good enough, if you love and, you know, comment under as many different people's posts and pictures and things as possible, those people start interacting back with you. And again, the thing with Facebook and algorithms, I don't think we ever truly crack it. I think we you know, find out bits of it and then Facebook change it all again. But it's just like upping your personal profile, which will help then up your group as well. So think about your Facebook profile. Is it like, if that was your shop window, would people buy from you? So a couple of things around that is always, I always say, be careful of your language. If you want people to buy from you, if you swear all over the place, attractive to a customer, depends on your customer, I suppose. But I would just put it out there and say, just think about, oh look, here comes a cup of tea. How exciting. Just pop a cup of tea in here. Here comes my cup of tea.
Come on, dog. You go.
Oh, dog's in here now. Go on, off you go. Go on. Out. Come on. I've got an extra dog I'm looking after. Only 2 more days. So yeah, think about how your shop window would look to other people. That's just something else to kind of consider around Facebook as well. So things as well is always show your kit. Now, obviously, I talked on the New Starts call just now, but if your kit's just arrived, showing your kit, showing what people are going to get in their starter kit. If you've been with us a long time, and obviously some of you ladies I know have, it might be a case of putting your starter kit back together, or putting up what your kit looks like now, or the prizes that you won last month. And every time you win anything from us, whether it's company promotions, whether it's prizes that your managers have sent you, or you've won at team training, if any of your managers ever send you a card saying you're well done, or this or that, always put it on social media, because you don't know who that will attract. Somebody the other end is having a really rough time in their job and just thinks, do you know what? I've seen on Natasha's page, I've seen 3 or 4 times now, her getting pats on the back from work. When do I ever get a pat on the back from my work? You know, I think I'd like to be like Natasha and work in a company that rewards and recognises you all the time. So anytime anybody says anything nice about you, always pop it up on social media as well. I am going to take a picture before we get to the end, because I want to put that on my social media as well. So, you know, think about all the things that you've won so far. And as I say, whether you take pictures of the products, if you go out and do a party or a gathering or a girls' night in, if you earn 40, 50, 60 pounds, I'm not great at putting up on Facebook how much I earned last night. It's just something I don't like to do I just don't like to say that to, you know, I don't know. I just don't want to be big-headed to people. So I might say, had a lovely night at my hostess's Mary's house last night. Always tag Mary so it appears on her feed as well. Mary's now enjoying her £100 of products that she chose for just £22.50. So you're putting it out there that, you know, what a great night your host has had. And then it's all sort of going out. It's just all that sort of marketing and thinking about all the different ways that you're getting yourself out there through social media. If you have any team members, so as soon as you recruit somebody into your team, again, do a post on Facebook. Really excited that now Sally has joined my team. Tag Sally so it appears on her feed as well. Sally's now going to be winning, I know, you know, her success start and winning lots and lots of new products. So you're just increasing it again, that other people are now joining you. And we always know that with it becomes like a snowball effect. People start to see that, you know, oh God, that girl's now got one person in a team. You've now got another person joined your team, and you've got more and more people joining. And I'd say joining your team, you don't need to become a manager. So if managing the team is not where you want to go, that's absolutely fine. You can keep bringing them in. Your upline manager will keep managing them for you, but you will be the introducer. So you're picking up the cash and the manager's just doing all the sort of work behind the scenes to keep your recruits going. So if you know, don't be worried and think, oh my God, team leader wasn't really on my plan. Although if you had a team of 7, you might as well really be a team leader, because why not get the extra cash? But that is up to you. So we've talked a lot about social media. We've talked a lot about just, you know, thinking about your family and your friends. Other things you can do are things like the free prize draw slips, which you can download from Be Inspired. Now, you can use those free prize draw slips if you go to any fetes and fairs. Always use your free prize draw slips to collect information from people. But you can also use those free prize draw slips anywhere. So if you were out in a pub for lunch and there were 3 or 4 girls just working behind the bar, if it was fairly quiet, you could just whip out your free prize draw slips and say, oh, I'm just doing a monthly draw for some Body Shop products. Can I put you girls into the drawer? Take all their details. That's 4 more people you've got there to contact, and that you could contact afterwards about booking a party or joining your team. If you've got children that go to nursery, You could ask if you could put free prize draw slips in the nursery bags for them to take home, or could you just ask the nursery girls, could they just fill them in for you when they have their tea break, and you'll collect them up tonight. But again, it's just about getting out and getting extra names from people all the time, and then they give you more information and more people that you can call. So it's just broadening your database the whole time. If you do parties, that is really the best place to think about recruiting, because all of those ladies sitting in front of you have come because they like the products. And again, you can talk about while you're at that party about how I'm building, I'm building my own team. Always refer to yourself as a manager in training right from the word go, because people then realise that they're joining your team. And it's really important. People bond with you really, really quickly. It's surprising, how quickly you can spend half an hour with somebody and then she wants to be in your team because you've got that rapport. So it's always important to say, I'm a manager in training. I'm looking for people to join my team. And then also during that evening, if you're at a party, it's really to listen out to anything that's going on. Listen to the lady that's saying she's not going to get a summer holiday this year because her husband's hours have been cut. Listen to the lady that loves the products. And then what you would do at those, you would literally let the lady place her order. I've got an order form here, I think I have. So let the lady place her order. Make sure you've got her name and details at the top here, name and address, telephone number. And just make sure when she places her order, make sure that your pen works. So just make a little mark on top of the order form so you remember which one it is. This is the lady that you're going to contact afterwards. And then after the party, the next day, I'd give that lady a call and I'd just say, couldn't help thinking about you overnight. You said at the party, and then think about what that you really love the products. I wondered if you'd be interested in joining our team and just using it as a personal shopping account, getting 25% off all your purchases. You might want to share the catalogues with friends and family. You'd obviously earn 25% off of all their purchases as well. Might be the lady that you've heard say she's not going to have a summer holiday this year because there's no extra cash. I wouldn't say, I heard last night you were really skint, so do you fancy joining? I'd say, I was, thought about you after the party last night. Do you know what? I don't have any recruits in wherever she lives. And I was just thinking overnight, is it anything you might have thought about doing yourself? You can earn on average between £40 to £50 in an evening. I don't know if it'd be of interest to you. It's flexible. You can fit it in around all the other things you do. So you're not saying, you're skint. You're just telling her how much money she could be earning. So it's just a nice way of doing that. Making these calls after an event, we call them morning after calls, MAC calls. And we would always say to do at least 2 or 3 per party. But if you really want to recruit quicker, then the more phone calls you make, the more chances you're going to get a hit. For every 10 calls that you make, you'll get 1 recruit, pretty much. So it's just that whole kind of thinking. But it's just really listening in an evening as to what's going on. Because sometimes when we're at a party, we get really just into the party and we're just doing all the stuff, we're showing the products. And then we get home, we think, I didn't even think about recruiting. Whereas that can just be that extra pot of money. It can be your makeup belt. It can give you the consultant retreat. It can help build a team. So there's it's a whirlwind tour. Everyone's told me I've got to be off by 9 so you can watch Love Island. I make it 3 minutes to 9. If anybody was on mute that wants to come off mute, if you've got any questions, anybody wants to go at 9 o'clock, then go. We will have about another 5-6 minutes after 9. So go to watch Love Island for anybody that wants Love Island. But if anybody's got any questions, happy to answer any questions. Actually, what I'll do is I'll stop the recording so that they don't have